welcome to my channel. My name is Raquel and this is the Glam Gallery. And today I am coming at you with a hair review as well as a hair tutorial. Now my hair tutorial will be how to get this lovely voluptuous no, let me stop playing, this big hair. I just did some wand curls on this hair and kind of pulled them out, and it's so pretty and big, and I could have made it bigger if I wanted it bigger, or less volume if I wanted less volume. So yes, and I will insert right here what to skip to go directly to the hair tutorial if you're not interested in the hair review. So yeah, let's get straight into this hair review. This is bomb.com hair extensions. I have their vitamin E straight hair. It is raw hair. I have 4 bundles in the inches 26. So I have two 26-inch bundles. I have one 24-inch bundle and one 18-inch bundle. And I also have a 7x7 HD lace closure. Now the HD lace closure is just in a Brazilian wavy texture. It's not from the same company. I got it from Exotic Hair Shop. I got my 7x7 closure from them. The reason being I got my closure from a different company is because bomb.com hair extensions, they didn't have the 7x7. Like, they had HD lace, but it wasn't wide enough, and I definitely wanted it wide enough so that I could do styles like this and have my edges kind of exposed, versus with a regular closure your hair is just going to be down like that, kind of covering your lace line. With me, I still wanted to be able to expose it, giving me a frontal look, but without all the maintenance, the money, and the chaos and all that good stuff. So yeah, those are the specs on the hair. So let's get right into it. You probably want to know, does the hair matte, tangle, or shed? No. Overall, this is some good hair. I don't have too much bad to say about the hair. I have only been wearing the hair for about a week to, well, going on 2 weeks. So I would say this is my 2-week review. But the hair is super good. I loved it. Only thing that I didn't like was that my ends were not as full as the weft. So from weft, which is the track, to the ends, it wasn't consistently the same thickness, which is not with our natural hair. So it is a push to ask that from a hair company, but I did spend a lot of money on this hair, and so, you know, you just have expectations. So that was the only thing that I didn't like. I was always afraid that, you know, by doing hairstyles and stuff, you already put a lot of tension on your ends. I'm afraid that my hair will get short fast. That was my fear. But that's the only con I would say, is that I wish that the ends were fuller overall. But otherwise than that, girl, this hair doesn't really shed. It sheds a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. Like, even when you watch my hair tutorial, you won't even see all these pieces flying and all this crazy stuff. Like, the hair doesn't really even shed that much. It doesn't shed for real at all. It's like normal shedding. And then it doesn't mat, it doesn't tangle. That's one thing I liked. Like, you know, if you don't have some good hair, I wouldn't recommend doing this hairstyle, because your hair is going to mat and tangle probably within 10 minutes, because you already create an environment for it to do that. So yeah, it doesn't mat, doesn't tangle, doesn't shed. Packaging was normal. I did like how they gave me a satin bag. That's when my bundles came in, was like a satin bag. I thought that was a super nice touch. It didn't have like their logo or anything crazy like that. I just think it was a nice gesture, considering that you want to keep your items in a silk bag, and the fact that they gave you a little starter bag was really nice. So I did really like that. Customer service and all that stuff was great. Shipping was great. Normal, you know, your hair takes about 3 days to a week to come. Like, that was the normal time for my hair. Like, nothing crazy, even considering that we're going through the coronavirus and all that stuff. Like, it was really good. Really like that. The hair came this color. I have not dyed it or anything. This hair is actually freshly washed, and then I styled it. And what I really like about this straight texture is, considering that it's straight, when I washed it, it was wavy. So that was cool for me, because honestly, the only reason why I like wavy hair is that I can wet it and curl the front of my hair and it's cool for the day. So it does that for me. Like, I love it. It's definitely good hair. So let me stop rambling about me. But yeah, it's some really good hair. I love it. As far as the closure, what I look for is nice density. I don't want nothing too thick. Well, I don't mind if a closure's too thick, actually, but I don't want anything too thin. The closure density is great. I love it. It's 7x7, so it goes here to here, like eyebrow to eyebrow. I would definitely recommend this closure to anyone. I'll have Erotic Hair Shop, their link in the bio. Just beware of their stuff is handmade, and it's constructed well to be handmade too. I definitely would recommend their products. It's just, don't be in a rush to get your hair. They only can do what they can do, you know what I mean? So your hair is just not going to get shipped out ASAP, especially if you're going on a trip and you order your hair a little close towards your trip. Don't take that chances. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you guys about this hair. I mean, I only been wearing it for a week, so this is like my 1 week review. Everything's good so far, like nothing crazy. I over bleached my knots, guys. So I over bleached my knots, and I hate that, but all I gotta do is go in with a little bit of, you know, mascara or eyeliner and cover it right back up. But I'm probably gonna go in and actually fix my roots, because I'm very particular on my hair. So I did over bleach my knots, but the knots bleach beautifully, sis. Like, I wore my hair on the side part. In that section, I didn't over bleach. I over bleached the middle because I knew I was wearing the middle part. And sis, it's like perfect. Like, it's this closure. I would definitely say an HD closure is worth the money, because sis, your hair is gonna look 10 times more natural no matter what. Like, I love this HD closure. I mean, why give yourself all that maintenance? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need all that, sis. So definitely, I recommend you getting a closure over a frontal. They're healthier for your hair. You don't have to necessarily glue them down. And they're just a perfect alternative for someone who wants to take their wig off on and off at night. You know, so yeah, I love this hair. I have no cons to it. So that's really good, because I'm like super particular. Let's get straight into this hair tutorial. So we're going for those voom big hair, voluptuous curls. That's the look we're going for today. And to achieve that look, we're gonna need a hot comb. You know, I always keep that thing on me, because let me tell y'all, sis, a hot comb is gonna get your hair too right, too tight. I mean, that's what really, I feel like, adds the final touches on your hairstyle. Make or break. Get you one of these. It's like $7.99 from the hair store. They plug in. Go buy you one. Curling wine. Any curling wine you like. I'm not using one that's a really thick barrel, really long barrel. For the length of hair that I have, I would recommend a long barrel curling wine. But hey, I'm just working with what I'm working with. So that'll work. Some freeze spray. You're definitely gonna need some freeze spray to hold your curls. I like using a wax stick, whatever wax stick you prefer. I like this one by Luster's. It's called Renutrient Slick Stick. And I use this just to put on my edges and then hot comb it back. I would be careful with that though, using so many products on your edges, especially if you have glue, like you glue down, you know, the edge of your frontal. You just want to be careful when it comes to doing stuff like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to be using clips. You're going to need clips to separate the hair in sections. And then this is optional, but I'm going to be using my Glam Gallery hairpins as well to style my hair. And of course, you're going to need flexi rods. I keep mine in this little bag here. And then you want flexi rods about this size, the blue pack. Nothing real big like this. You know, that's definitely not the look you're going for. So I have a lot of those. I would say definitely get you like 4 or 5 packs. Depending on how long your hair is, how thick, and all that other jazz. So, and you will also need a rat tooth comb. This is my favorite. This is the only one I like to use when I style my hair. A paddle brush, of course, is going to detangle your hair really good. And that's about it. So I have already pretty much installed my closure. And I have in a 7x7 closure, as you can see. I definitely over bleached my knots, and I'm really mad that I did that. But it is what it is. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna work with it at this point. So yeah, so let's go ahead and part out our hair. Get our hair super even. Right? And I would say when I'm parting out my hair, especially if my hair is already pre-parted from another parting that I had, I always have to hot comb it down into place because it never wants to participate. And when you use your hot comb, I'll show you a little trick. A lot of people just like go through the hair like a comb. No, you're supposed to go through the hair initially like a comb, but then press back. See my wrist bending, turning, I guess I should say. And you bend that thing back. You let the back of that comb press it out. That's how you really use a hot comb. I learned that from my friend that was in, like, my best friend. She was in cosmetology school, and I remember she taught me that. So I'm just passing on the knowledge. Shout out Coco, Hair Boss Studios. No, but she does really nice hair. Look her up on Instagram. Okay, take 100, because let me tell y'all, I recorded this whole tutorial, worked really hard, and my phone went dead, and I think it deleted everything. Sorry. Well, pretty much what you're going to do is, if you have long hair or short hair, you're going to take it from the middle. Like, let's say you got a middle part, side part, whatever. Even if you got a side part. Take your finger in the middle of your head, split your hair in half. Put it all towards the front, like this. All towards the front. And then what you're going to do is, with one hand, which I usually do with, this is my right hand, this is my left hand. I take my left hand, grab it, and then what I'll usually do is take my right index finger and I'll just go like this, kind of section it off, pin this back, and then I'll curl this part. Because a lot of people always have trouble, like, how do you curl your own hair on yourself and stuff like that. This is how you do it. And that's pretty much how I section my hair off. And then I'll just pin the rest up. And, you know, take it down, unpin it, do another section, and just keep going. So let's get into this. So I'm going to just take my finger, split this section in half, take one of my clips. I might have forgot to add that you're going to need these. And then clip it out of the way, right? I already applied BioSilk to this section, but I would just do 2 drops. 1, 2. Oh, wait. 2. And as you can see, you'll see if you use BioSilk, I would definitely recommend using BioSilk. I like it a lot. Gives the hair a nice luster, but don't use a lot of it because you don't want to make your hair heavy. Put some of that, and definitely saturate your ends. Like, if you got inches, like you paid for your hair to be long, put some protectant on them. You know what I mean? So yeah, take your section, put your heat protectant or whatever you're going to use to protect your hair, apply it to the hair. Now that we've done that, I just comb it out, smooth it out. Take your curling wand. It's always going to be behind you. It should always be pointed down at an angle, or it could be like this, but mainly at an angle for me. and it's going to be behind you. So, well, behind the hair. So take it from behind. So like if I just picked up my curl wand, right? Take it, insert it behind the hair. Once you insert it behind the hair, get a good grip on it. Insert it behind the hair. Now, I am pushing this like this when I do this first turn. So put it behind the hair. Oh, shit! Be careful with your curling wand. It's because I'm looking at the camera. I burnt myself a little bit, but just bring it around. And you'll notice, like, so when I bring the hair around the barrel, I could separate it out like that. See that little gap in between? But you don't want that because you want your curls to be tight. And when you pull them out, you want them to be big. So put it really close, stack them right underneath each other. That's definitely going to make or break this hairstyle. And do that, right? And hold it for about 30 seconds. Now, I am still holding a piece of hair. It's like the ends, and you just hold it, and you hold it for 30 seconds. I'm going to just hold it for 10 because I know it's probably 30 seconds. And I would say, no, like if it's weave, you could do 30 seconds. But if it's your real hair, maybe start off with 10 seconds because you don't want to burn your hair off. Okay, so let it drop. All right. And when I let my curls drop, you'll even notice with stylists, they don't let it just drop like that. They usually kind of hold it and let it drop in their hand. So I squeeze it and I scrunch it up because I want that curl to stay nice and tight. All right. And I do just how I did with the curling wand. Ooh, look at that pretty curl. Look at that pretty curl. So take the flexi rod, put it behind you, right? Just like you did the curling wand. Push. See this? Push, twist. And you want to kind of twist as you roll. Twist as you roll. All right? All right. Now, I'm still holding this with my thumb and my index finger. The ends, right? So, once you got that all twisted up in your roller, you're going to take the excess top, meaning, you know, just the part of the roller that's not actually, that doesn't have hair wrapped around it. Twist it towards you. So, just like that, right? And then twist this part up and try and definitely fold it on the crease where your hair is, where your ends are, like where you were holding it, so that it'll really hold it in. And that's how you do it. You just pull this one up, pull that one down, and make sure that it's facing towards you. And if you notice, all of mine, see how it's facing this way? You want all of them to always be facing that way. And that's pretty much how you achieve the curls for the girls. Yep. Look at that part, sis. Stop playing with me. Nah, but I cannot wait to talk about this hair with y'all. I really love this hair. This is some good hair for sure. When I do the front, I don't like my curl ringlets to start at the roots. I like it to be a little flat, like to here, maybe to here, and then start getting real curly. So I usually leave this part. And how I achieve that is I just smooth this out. And I don't start curling probably, let me make sure this is where I want it. Right here. And I just start curling from that point instead of going all the way up to the root and wrapping the hair around. But flexi rods are comfortable to sleep in. So typically I would sleep overnight in this, because that's just normally what I do. But for the purposes of this video, so I usually wait 10 minutes and just let this side, like the last side I worked on, cool down. So it can really just set the curls and stuff. So I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes and then we'll take down. All right, so when you're all done, this is what your hair should look like. And so I usually like let my hair set for 10 minutes like I said. And now we are going to take our rollers out and see what our results look like. So let's check it on out. So what I usually do is, of course, and sometimes they get a little tangled. You just kind of got to feel around and see where it's tangled. But like when you get it, you know, you open it up. And then I usually either let it fall out. Like, it just depends. Don't force it out of its form, though. Like, don't do like that. So just untwist it. You can untwist it and go like this if you want. Yeah. And just kind of guide the curl. So what I usually do is open it up. Let me see the best way of showing you this. Opening it up. And untwist. And I don't pull like this and untwist. Don't pull. Just untwist. Keep it like near the curl, so really close to the root. And then just untwist it like this. This is the best way to twist it because you don't want to mess up your curls. Not the curls for the girls. And see that, like, on this side, I did a pretty good job of making sure my curls didn't start. But see how they started all the way up to here. And the only thing you got to do is flat iron it, and it'll, you know, be all right. So, what I usually do is pull my hair out, then style the top. So, I'm going to pull it out. Get that volume going exactly how I want it. Try not to tangle this crap. In your earrings. Okay. That side is good. I just love this hairstyle. I have not done this hairstyle since I was like, well, since I've been in college. I've definitely worn it since I've been in college, done this. But really since I've been in high school, like, I haven't took my time and done something like this to my hair for a long time. And so it feels good to do something extra. Because I'm usually always on the go. So I'm like, every day glam, you know, and I actually kind of like it. I kind of like it how it is, but I'm obsessed with my hot comb, honestly. So I'm gonna have to press it out more because that's just what I do. I actually like this side. Like, if this side was like this side, I would be actually okay with how it is. It's actually not bothering me. But, and see, the hair is good. Like, I'm not even really having no issues tangling this crap out after I do these big old curls. And because you split your hair in the middle, you know, when you curled it, make sure you fluff it out in the middle so it won't be like a big gap. Yeah, these are my curls for the girls. So now what I'm gonna do is probably I'm gonna take my freeze spray for sure, and my ends are tangling a little bit because of this hairstyle, but that's okay. So it looks like it's about the same fullness. Like, I pulled them out pretty good on each side. And so now what I'm about to do is, this side I'm just not as feeling as much. But now I just take my freeze spray And I mean, ladies, when I do this, I drench my hair because, honey, but I need my hair to be popping for a long time, sweetie, period. So I'm trying to get out of using it so much. I love it, but I feel like it weighs my hair down. So I'm gonna see how my hair do if I just hot comb it first. But usually I put a little bit of that on there, then hot comb it. My hot comb's too hot too. I could tell. It's definitely too hot. Okay. Yeah, I gotta use this wax stick, y'all. Like, it has gotten significantly flat, but I don't know, dude. It's starting to look dry. It ain't gliding right. I'm just, nah. I gotta use my wax stick. Like, I love my wax stick. So, you see how I just applied it on there? Then I'm about to just hot comb it in the areas that I applied it. And I love the way it makes my hair look. Like, it gives it that extra sheen, that extra flatness. Like, it's just shit. It really is. I love it. I love it to the point where my spaz, she do hair. I'm in a sorority. And I bought her one. I was like, girl, I love this stuff. I bought her one too. Because everybody should experience how great this stuff is. And I don't know if I'm weird, but I just like my top piece to be flat. Like, I don't know. To me, it makes the bottom look bigger. I think that's why I like it like that. Like, even when I do my natural hair, because I have naturally curly hair, I always try and make my top piece extra flat so that my curls can come out. And this is the hairstyle, y'all. Like, just some fun curls for the girls. And of course, like, it depends on if you feel like you want it, like, I guess this piece right here, I would want more unified. You could just go in and recurl that piece, you know, put a roller on there maybe for 5 minutes or something. But this is pretty much the hairstyle, y'all. Like, what y'all think?